Hey guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to make just a really simple birdhouse out of a 1x6 board using only hand tools. So the only tools I'm going to use for this are a handsaw, a square, a tape measure, and a pencil, and eventually a drill when I get to drilling the hole in the front. For the plans I'm going to give you on Teams or on email or whatever, for the plans I'm going to give you guys, all of the width of every piece is the same. So you only have to cut one side of every piece. So when you look at your plans, all of them have one side that's 5.5 inches long, or 5.5 inches wide. So you only have to cut the other dimension on each, so it's only one cut per piece to make it super simple. So all of our regular shop safety rules should still apply to you guys, even though you're not at school and you're at home. So that means for this, pretty much the only thing, make sure your piece of wood is clamped in a vise. If you don't have a vise, make sure it's clamped to a table, but please don't try and freehand your cut by holding it against something. You have to clamp it. So now you've got all your pieces cut out. The next step is to put it all together. And to put it all together, you need to use glue and you need to use 1.5 inch nails. So to put it together, just like in the shop, the most important thing is when you're nailing it together, make sure the piece you're nailing to is clamped to something or in a vise, just like the video will show later. Right now, I'd really recommend you pre-drill holes if you have a drill and a small 1/8 inch drill bit to pre-drill holes for each nail you put in. Otherwise, you really run the risk of splitting the wood. And if I'm giving you lumber, you won't have any extra to make a new piece if you screw it up. So now everything's nailed together except for the last side. We put all 5 pieces together except for the second side. And the second side we put in last, it slips in just like this, and we only fix it with 2 nails, one here and one here. So when we need to clean the birdhouse out, we can pivot it like that. So now that everything's put together, the side opens up perfect. The last thing we have to do is drill a hole on the front so the bird can get in. Now, it might have been easier to do this before I put it together, but I wasn't paying attention and I forgot. Either way, you need to put it about right in the center, and what does my plan say? 2.5 inches down from the top. So the center of a 5.5 inch wide piece is 2 3/4, and down is 2.5. And to drill a hole, you can use a Forstner bit like this one, or a spade bit, whichever you have. Make sure you have parent supervision when you're using the power tools. And if you don't have a drill at home, you can get in touch with me, bring it to the school, and I can drill it for you. And that's it. It's all done. Now all you have to do is sand it, and if you want to stain it or clear coat it or paint it, go right ahead.